So here is a screencast to demonstrate the power of HTML5 on the organizational side and the simplicity on the user side. And so this little mood app that I've been developing has just been sort of like a side project of mine. And I use it sort of as a lab to learn new features and functionality and all that of HTML5, jQuery, CSS3. And so my latest iteration is what you're looking at right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and walk you through step by step. I'm going to start with being on a regular computer like a laptop or a desktop, and then we'll switch over to the iPad, and then we'll switch down to the iPhone, so you can see the different responsive changes that happen as a result of device changes. So we're just going to start from the beginning here, and let's go ahead and sign up. Okay, so now that we've got that filled out, we're going to click register, and it's going to notify us that, yay, we've got it. So down here you'll see getting location info. So this is a crowdsourced global mood map. Now, in order to do that, I need to get your location. However, as it says down here in very tiny print, we don't ever share your identity. So yes, we track your location, and on the mood map, people can view it even down to the street view to see where you were when you posted it, but nobody will know who you are. So first thing is, we've already registered and it knows our username. Here we are, and we can sign in as a different user if we like. And then you slide the little mood slider to the right, increasingly getting a better mood to the best possible mood. And then you slide it to the left if you have a bad mood. And the further you slide it to the left, the worse off your mood is. So I'm going to say I'm just in the best possible mood because I'm actually recording this screencast. I don't know. And then optionally, you can share the reason for your mood. So let's just put it in here as a sample reason for my screencast. And then we press submit. It's really simple. That brings up a map, and you can see it focuses in on the area where you're at, but you can zoom out and see the whole world if you like. You can see people all over the planet posting their moods. And if you want to see the reasons for why people are happy or sad or angry or whatever it is, the reason for their good moods or their bad moods, then you can just click on the Show Reasons button. Slides down a little list. You can see here that it captured this last one here, sample reason for my screencast, and it marks the time and the location. So we've got everywhere from Moore Park, California to Breckenridge Hills, Missouri, I think that is, to Newburgh, to Bay City, Michigan. Is that right? Yep. Bangalore, India, Phnom Penh, Vietnam, Atlanta, Georgia, all over the world. So you can see what that's all about, and then when you're done, you can hide them. And then also, this is also like a mood diary. So you can click My Moods, and it'll take you to your mood page. Now I've only got one mood, so that's all it's showing, but as you continue to post your moods, these items here, these rows, will iterate down, and you can scroll through them because they become quite long, obviously. And this average mood here, it will average out the all the total of your moods, and then it'll reflect the color and the smiley face accordingly. And so that's about it as far as the functionality of the app. It's just really simple. It's just it exists simply to for people to use it as a tool to keep track of their moods if they want to, and then also it's a social tool just to get a pulse of the mood on the world. And so I'll show you some fun things here too. So let's click down in here. Let's go to let's just zoom in down here into Washington, D.C. and you'll see that somebody posted a little smiley mood standing right in front of the White House, which is pretty cool. So that's also another fun thing that people do, cruise around and check out the different places that people have posted moods. I'm going to pick another one just to demonstrate something here. Let's go into, let's go over across the pond here. And let's see. So check out some of these in the UK. You can obviously use that zoom slider to get in there quicker. But the fun thing is this, kind of a cool additional feature. You can do street level view, which is kind of fun. And it's pretty cool. It actually keeps track of the smiley as you scan around. There's a little bit of a latency with Google Maps API. But I'm going to turn around here and you'll see where the person was when they posted the smiley face. Any day now. Man, Google Maps is going slow right now. So you can see they were somewhere back there. See the little smiley face right there. I'll zoom in a little bit. So somebody's standing off in their backyard or something posting. But it's kind of fun. And you can zoom in this way. So you get the idea. So essentially, that's just the basic functionality of the app. It's just a really simple app. So one of the cool things too is that once you've logged in, since it's an app, you don't really need to log out. You can just close the browser or whatever you want to do, because the next time you open it, it's either going to remember you or you can log in as a different user. So since I'm logged in, it knows I'm logged in. And so I don't have to go through that authentication process every time. So that's kind of a fun thing. And then however, if you do want to log out, if you're on a public computer or something, shared computer, you can just sign in as a different user, and now you're completely logged out. So if you refresh the page or reopen the page, it doesn't take you automatically into it. So so there you go. And then just to walk through the login process. Now, since I've logged out, it's cleared out that stored information, but you'll see something pretty interesting here in just a second. As I go away from that field, if I enter that same device name in there, it's going to check it against the username and say, oh, hey, okay, I recognize this. Do you want to re-register this device? And yes, you do. And then it takes you back in. So most people won't be logging out just simply because they're going to be using their own personal computers, or preferably their mobile device, because the location information is much more quick that way as well, and accurate. So that is it on the computer. Now we're going to switch over to the iPad. Alright, so here we are on the iPad, and so what we're going to be going through here is going to look completely different than what you just saw on the computer. However, it's the exact same code base. We're not going to a different site, we're not redirecting anywhere. It's the exact same code base. It's just simply responding to what's going on. So I'm going to open up the browser here, and I've already got that URL preloaded, but you'll see that it recognizes that we're on a mobile device, and so it doesn't take us on to the app. It says, hey, download it. So we're going to download it, and then we're going to launch the app just like a regular app. So this looks familiar now. This is the login screen, so I'm going to log in. That's not what I wanted to do. Let me try that again. Alright, so it doesn't recognize the device. So I'm going to call this one iPad, and then I need to authenticate just to make sure that it's me that's adding this device to my account. And we authorize the location services. So here we are again. We've got this mood slider here. And rather than filling up the database with fake reasons for the moods, I'm just going to go ahead and submit this. And so, same thing. Just it works just like you would expect it to on a touch device. You can just pan and zoom and move all around, and you can take a look at the reasons for people's moods here, and you can hide them away. And cool thing is too, another responsive aspect of it too, is that if you have the list drop down, if you change the orientation of the device, it knows that you don't have as much vertical screen real estate, so it adjusts accordingly. And then you can switch it back. Oh, whoops, looks like I locked the orientation. All right, let's try that again. Didn't realize the iPad's side button was set to lock the orientation, so we'll do that again. Submit our mood, and we can take a look at the reasons, and we can change the orientation, get that responsive change happening, and it all just works. So now you'll see we've got a couple of moods going here, and if you want to return back to the map, just do it from there. I'll show that responsiveness of this as well. I guess it doesn't really matter because there's only 3 of them, but 3 moods, but as they go down, this list adjusts as well. And so the same thing goes So you can cruise around the app, see what people are up to, see if they're happy and why, all kinds of fun stuff. And of course you can switch to just the regular map as well. Looks kind of nice actually. So you've got Maps APIs going here, geolocation with latitude and longitude, tracking the different moods, plotting them exactly on the map with responsive design, and an HTML5 web app right here. So now we are going to swap it back down to the iPhone. All right, here we are on the iPhone, and same as before. Let's see, I'm going to delete this sample one here so I don't get confused. So what you do is you go into your mobile Safari browser, and I'm just going to go ahead and refresh the page so you can see it from the load. Once again, same code base, recognizes that we're on an iPhone instead of a computer, and it prompts us to download the app, so let's do it. Takes us out, gives us an icon just like a regular app, and we're going to go ahead and launch it. And here we go. Let's go ahead and log in. And it doesn't recognize the device, so we're going to give it a name. I'm going to say iPhone. Let's say iPhone 5. And we're going to authenticate to register the device. Authorize location services, and here we go. So this is what it looks like on the iPhone. You can slide your mood, and you can enter a reason if you feel like it, and then submit. And this is what it looks like here. So we can zoom out, cruise around the planet, check the mood. We can also view the reasons, and it's even got the inertial scrolling, which is nice. Check out some of these reasons for the people's moods. Some of them are hilarious. Some of them are pretty creative. Some of them are actually pretty sad. So then you can hide that away. I'll bring those back up and show you how it responds. So you can hide that away. If you want to take a look at your moods, you can click on it. Now I've got 4 of them, and you can see alternating colors to make it easier to see. And it tracks the time and the mood and the place and the reason, if that's something that you posted. Now you'll notice here as I go from portrait to landscape, we don't have as much screen real estate, so I automatically hide the average mood face. I just leave that map button up, and then you can scroll through. Again, there's only 4, so it actually fits in the window, so there's no scrolling going on. But as they overflow the viewport, you can scroll through those. So we'll go back to the map. And there you have it. Don't have to build a separate app for an iPhone, a separate app for an iPad, and a separate app for a website. It's all one and the same. Very simple on the user side, very powerful on the organizational side. And that is the power of HTML5.